You guys, how can you grow your Shopify store's Instagram page or your personal page or any influencer pages you might run to a respectable amount where you can then drive traffic there to your store? What's going on, everyone? Hayden here, coming back at you with the brand new video. And in this one, we're talking about something that is highly requested and I have not talked about yet. We're gonna be covering a lot of stuff about Instagram. And for those of you who think, oh, this kid's not qualified, he has like 16,000 on his personal page. That's true. I used to be an Instagram influencer, you guys. That's how I got started in the whole social media space, and that led into e-commerce, right? I was running 32 different pages at one time, and oh dear God, looking back, that was so bad. That was before Instagram released the update where you could like go and you could swipe through, and it gives you like a drop-down menu with 5 different pages like they have right now. I couldn't do that. I was logging in and out of each account every single day. I was waking up at 1 a.m. and 4 p.m. Central Time to post to get all the different time zones on the different pages, and on every single page I was posting anywhere from 2 to 5 times per day. Not to mention I was still creating all the content myself. So that's how dedicated I was. I was doing that for about 1.5 to 2 years. And I've sold most of those pages. Some of them got deleted for some stupid reasons I'm not going to talk about. And now I just use those skills to grow both my personal brand as well as my Instagram pages for my Shopify stores. And you guys, you might think, oh, I don't really need to grow it. I can just buy followers. Let me tell you why it's beneficial if you know how to grow it, especially getting the real, the right audience. It's because then you don't always have to pay for Instagram influencers. Obviously you're going to. Like I say, Instagram influencers is pretty much free money once you figure out how to do it. But what happens once you become the influencer? What happens once you control the traffic? That's your source, it's on your page. Now you can tap into that whenever you want. It's yours. You can promote, pull traffic, and bring it to your site and get sales. And we're gonna jump inside of my computer here in a second, talk about exactly how to do that and what's the most effective route. But obviously there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. Instagram is not easy, but it is simple. You guys, you gotta break it down. I'm not gonna overcomplicate things for you guys because it's just a couple main key points you have to do to get the results you wanna see for your store, because obviously that plays into credibility. If you're running a shout out and you tag your page, which again we've talked about in other videos how I don't really tag my page in most of my posts, especially if I don't have a credible page for my Shopify store yet. It does take time to build, but if someone clicks on it, goes there and you only have 37 followers, they don't care about you. You're immediately viewed so low in society. You are the scum at the bottom of a dumpster. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna want to buy. So if you have 35,000 followers, 8,000, 12,000, a respectable amount. Oh, this is a nice up and coming little store, a brand, let me check out their stuff. It's kind of hip, it's in with the crowd, whatever. Depending on what you're doing, obviously, but that's the vibe. That's what you want them to think when they see your store's page, right? So then they'll go and be interested. It's social proof. Nobody wants to shop from somewhere with no audience. Again, you guys, there are 2 main biases. The 2 main ones, what are they? We've talked about them in the videos. Who knows? Social and emotional. Social plays right into the fact of building your Instagram page. Nobody wants to shop from somewhere with no followers, no audience, because that means nobody likes it. People want to buy stuff that other people are buying. They want to buy stuff that's hip, that's in, that's cool, whatever. Obviously, that's what people want to do. That's why these name brand companies are able to charge so much for stuff that costs them next to nothing. Yeezys cost a couple dollars to make. They sell them for $1,000. Retail, whatever, $200, $300. But it's crazy the markups they can do, and you can do that too if you build a brand. But with that being said, before we jump inside of my computer here in a second, if you haven't already, be sure to join the family by hitting that nice looking subscribe button down below. Drop a like on the video if you get any value at all, and let's jump inside. Alright, so I am going to be talking about a couple main keys inside of here, and at the end, I'm going to mention something that's kind of the little cherry on top. And I guarantee you you've never heard of it, so definitely stick through the video, and we're going to be going through that. But first of all, Instagram, you guys, like these YouTube videos, you see what I'm doing. What am I doing with YouTube? I'm posting every single day. Instagram's very similar, right? Inside of their algorithm, if you're posting consistently on any platform for that matter, they're gonna favor you in the algorithm. Consistency, and we're gonna talk about what you're gonna post and all of that, and how you're gonna post, because obviously that's super important to build the right audience, but consistency is huge. That plays right into the algorithm. Okay, and you guys don't need to understand the algorithm. I don't know code. I don't know all this blah 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 mumbo jumbo breakdown stuff. I just know that when you're consistent, they're gonna favor you. They're like, oh, this person's putting in work. They're posting every single time, and people are responding well. Which again, we're gonna talk about in a second how to make people respond well and engage them with your content. But if people are doing that, it's viewed as good content, right? If people are engaging with it, if you're posting consistently, they like that, and they want you to keep doing that. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna boost your posts up. For YouTube, onto the search page or whatever, into the recommended section. On Instagram, you're gonna go onto the explore page. You're gonna go on people's suggested box. All that type of stuff, and that's what you want, okay? But now, what are you posting? And then we're gonna talk about how you're gonna post it. Your content, you guys, let's say you're running We're gonna go through 2 examples here, hopefully. Hopefully. If you're doing, let's say, like I see people doing like aquatic, like animals, you know, sharks, dolphins, whatever. You don't want pictures of your little shark necklace. Nobody cares about that, you guys. You want underwater, high quality photos of sharks, animals, fish swimming, all this crazy stuff that relates, I'm gonna write this down, relates to your niche, not store's content. You don't want to put your store's pictures, you know, the content and the pictures that's on your actual website. Again, you guys, I don't want to cut this stuff out. I'm going to try and be as raw as possible. But what are you posting? That content needs to actually be intriguing. If you wouldn't follow it yourself, odds are someone else is not going to. So don't post it. You're not going to attract the people you want. Now, one thing I like doing is having a mix of video content as well as regular pictures. Usually for every three to four pictures, typically, I'll post 1 video. Okay, and that does just depend on your niche, what kind of videos you can find. Because a lot of niches, let's say, here's a second example of a niche. Phone cases. Okay, first of all, I don't know if I do phone cases as a store, right? I've talked about how you need to have a niche that people are actually passionate about. Passion breeds impulse buys, as I always say. You could sell phone cases inside of a niche. You know, let's say you're doing the aquatic thing like we just talked about. You could have a phone case with a cool animal like a shark on the back. That's acceptable, but you know, you're not really gonna be able to find content. People don't follow phone cases. As far as I'm concerned, that's not really a luxury brand maybe. And inside of that, you can have luxury phone cases. You know, that's not a whole store. So just kind of be aware of your store because you might have to completely switch your store. You're not doing it right. I see a lot of you guys, you're commenting your products, your stores and stuff. I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's the wrong type of niche. The wrong products in the wrong niche. You've structured it the wrong way. So you have to think about that. But when you're posting, make sure it's content, first of all, on a regular basis. So if you're gonna post every day, you need to post every single day. I say I post every day on this YouTube channel, so I post every day. And if you're gonna post every other day, you better be posting every other day on Instagram. Because if you go 3 days one time, that throws you off in the algorithm. You're gonna drop down some ranks and it's gonna hurt you. That's really what it comes down to. They love consistency. And now getting people to engage with this content. You post good content, right? Let's use that the aquatic niche still. Get people to engage with your content. Okay, you want obviously likes and comments. Comments are huge. And I know you guys know about engagement groups and stuff where typically, you know, we talked about that with influencers, how you want to avoid that, and you do. Because most of them just say, nice, cool, dope, love it, nice, cool. That's literally all they are. And what Instagram does, Instagram's not stupid, you guys. It's a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company. They're aware of that. And so what they do when you get a lot of those comments, it honestly just hurts your page. They'll bring it down. So if you're gonna do an engagement group, that's fine. Just make sure it's with your friends and stuff and they're commenting at least 4 words and an emoji. I'd like to do, for engagement groups, 4 words plus 1 to 2 emojis. At that point, you guys, again, I mean, I have some friends inside of Instagram who have let me know this information. I don't know exactly how the algorithm works. But at that point, you've bypassed what they consider to be fake. Or, I don't know what the word he used was, like replicated. You know, it's not organic. That's basically what it is. At that point, you've passed that and it seems super legit and real, right? Because you're also using emojis, so it takes time. It's not something you can immediately just go, nice, cool, you know, something super fast and go down every single person in your engagement group. But now, as for getting random, you know, legitimate people to engage with your content, let's talk about how you structure the post, first of all. If you guys actually want me to make an entire video on like what to post, we can go through and make some examples. But let's say you have the post, blah, blah, blah. Now for the caption. Give them 1 to 2 sentences about it, and then go for a call to action. This is not something, click the link in bio to buy aquatic type products from our store. No, we'll talk about promotions here in a second, how you're gonna pull that traffic. But when it comes for a call to action, you wanna say, tag a dolphin lover, tag someone who loves the beach, loves the ocean, something relating to it that gets them to comment something, reply to something. You could do giveaways, that's huge, or tag their friends. Because if you could do, first of all, if you're gonna do a giveaway, have them tag multiple friends. Because let's say you get 50 people to tag 3 friends, you just got a lot of extra people viewing your page. So that's huge. But for a call to action, you just wanna engage them, something super simple. And the reason I'm only doing 1 to 2 sentences is because on Instagram, if you've seen, I'm sure you've seen it, you have to click that little more section. You know, that little button where it says more if you wanna see more. So if you're writing a lot of stuff, it's gonna make people see that, and most people don't wanna click more. They really don't care. But if it doesn't say more, if it fits inside of the space before it starts saying that, then they can read everything. They will glance through it. And that, you can pull some people out of that. You'll engage them. So that's kind of how I'm doing it. It's just simple quality content that I know these people enjoy, right? And we're gonna talk about again how to promote on those pages, but you have to grow your page first. You guys, you can't, I see people, they have 50 followers, they posted a couple of pictures, now they're trying to spam their phone case, their necklace, blah, blah, blah. Why, you guys? Okay, first of all, you're not gonna make sales out of it. I guarantee it. I personally guarantee you will not make sales. I'll PayPal you $100 if you make a sale. You will not make sales by doing that. What you are gonna do, you're gonna destroy everything you built, which obviously is only a couple of posts if you just started. But it's still the same thing. You're killing your long-term growth and your potential. Never kill your potential, you guys. You're not gonna bring people. I would say, I'm not gonna really promote anything till I'm at like 5, 10, 15, 20,000 followers. And that should take you about 2 to 3 months to get to, okay? In that meantime, use influencers. You can tag your page, do specific shout outs on influencer pages in your niche, not for a product, but for your page. Promote your page. But you really want to pull people, try and interact with them, get that audience to your page, because then when it comes to promoting, once you want to, pull some of that traffic and get, I'm going to call it free sales. Obviously you have to work to it and build up that traffic source, but only leave it up for an hour. Okay, I honestly, I'll do stuff for 30 minutes and I'll take it right down and post it up for another 30 minutes. So it goes right back to the top of the engagement feed, but I don't leave stuff up for 24 hours, you guys. First of all, after 24 hours on Instagram, almost nobody sees the post. It's so far down in the algorithm and in their engagement feed, almost nobody sees it. It's practically dead at that point. The highest engagement is in the first hour or two. So you want to only leave it up for that time, take it down. Because obviously, we're going to talk about frequency here in a second, but you don't want someone, let's say a new person comes to your page. They love your content. But if you have a phone case on there, it's going to turn them off. It will. And that might make them leave and not follow you. And obviously you don't want to have that, you guys. And I don't just post every single hour, new post, blah, 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 trying to promote stuff. I might do that a couple times a week, max. You don't want to overuse this. You don't want to kill your page when it comes to your store. And if you're constantly growing it, you're getting more credibility, okay? Which is, if someone sees 10,000 followers, they might follow your page just because you have 10,000 followers and they like that. They're like, oh, other people are following it. They must be good. Let me follow them too. So that's how that works, and you gotta be super simple. Now, as for bringing people, like getting traffic and getting that initial, I'm gonna say momentum, right off the bat when you start your page, what do you have to do? Hashtags. It might be tough. Some of you guys are maybe only getting 3 likes, 7 likes, no comments, right? First of all, work on high quality content that people would actually enjoy, that you would yourself follow if you were very interested in that niche. Make sure the caption, the description is good. You guys, it has to be clean, it has to be professional. It's the same concepts as when we're creating an ad itself, for the shout out caption or for the ad copy on Facebook. Hashtags, don't put them in, I'm gonna write this for you, don't put them in the description, okay? You don't wanna do that. It looks messy, it looks unprofessional, and if you write the proper length of all this stuff up here with the caption that we talked about, and then under that you put hashtags, what are you gonna do? It's gonna make it too long, and now it's just gonna shorten it pretty much, and then it's all gonna be covered up, so they have to click that more button. And again, you don't want that. So where do you put the hashtags? Hayden, where do you put them? Blah, blah, blah. You guys, put them in the comments. And the reason for that is, first of all, it gets lost, especially if other people are commenting. Nobody's gonna see it, but it still gets the same results for you. It's still bringing the people to your post. As for how many hashtags, you guys, I'm gonna say usually about 15 to 25. Instagram's cap is 30, but I never like to hit 30. I don't need to. And odds are, if you're doing the right hashtags, which we'll talk about how to find them in a second, 30 is way too many. You're just going too broad. Your odds are you're only gonna be able to find like 10, 20, maybe 25 super specific ones that fit your niche really well and pull the right traffic. If you search a hashtag on Instagram's Explore page, right, you click the little tags button, you can see how many posts it has. How many posts it has is referred to as the size. Okay, this is the size of a hashtag. You want to target anywhere between 100K, let me actually drop down a line for you, 100K to 1 mil. Past 1 mil is too big, especially if you have a small page. You're not gonna rank on that hashtag. And what I mean by rank, for you guys who don't exactly know this stuff, is you're not actually gonna be, it's not gonna do anything for you. Essentially, you're not gonna go on the Explore page for that specific hashtag. And that should be your goal, that's why we're using hashtags. But there are a lot of ways to rank, which is going to be this cherry on top that we're talking about, how I'm exactly structuring that for both my personal page as well as my e-commerce pages. And I also still have a few influencer pages. If you guys want to know more about Instagram stuff, I can make more videos on it. There's a lot of different topics and businesses I do want to talk about in these videos. But with your Instagram content, you guys, try and almost build an influencer page with your store name and then promote content on the back end, or promotions, right? Promote your products on the back end. You know, little short bursts, 30 minutes, an hour on your story with a swipe up. But you have to build it first. You have to. You guys, there really is a lot of stuff that goes into this. Instagram is not easy, but it is simple. Now, how am I ranking on hashtags? How am I getting momentum right off the bat? And how am I growing consistently? Because I know a lot of you guys say, is it okay to buy 10,000 followers off of eBay? You can do that. I've done that. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't do that. First of all, I don't need to. There's a tool I use, and we'll talk about it in a second, that literally does all that for me. I don't need to do that, and I'd rather have consistent growth. Because if someone comes, buys a shirt, they see I have 900 followers, they come back next week and you have 2,300, okay? They notice a difference. A lot of those people will pick up on that. Wow, it's a growing brand. People are jumping on board with the movement. You're starting to grow. People see that. You don't just go from 0 to 10K, they're like, oh, they have 10K. And odds are, if you buy fake followers, they're gonna drop off. So that would be the worst opposite effect. Someone comes and buys something, they see your page has 10K, they come back a week or two later and you only have 6K. You know, that's this kind of the issues I see a lot of people running. But as for this specific tool that I use, you guys, I'm gonna leave it linked down below. This is just a link to the website. You can do affiliate marketing through this. I'm gonna make videos on affiliate marketing, build a residual income. I was actually the top affiliate in an Instagram growth company many months ago. Still get paid from it. I don't promote it for many, many reasons. I simply use this service on all of my pages, and I have for many, many months. Now, you guys, it's called Boomel. What it does, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. Helps you rank on the hashtags, right? It's boosting your posts up it's helping you get likes, targeted likes, right? So when you go through and set it up, you're picking hashtags, relative pages, or like pages that relate to your niche and kind of people who are competitors in your space, right? That might be a bigger Shopify store who has a huge Instagram. That might be influencer pages. They're gonna help pull that audience and get their attention onto your page. So pretty much what I do when it comes to Instagram, if we scroll up here for a second, I just focus on what I'm posting. I post and I use some hashtags. That's literally it. I let them do everything else. Again, I'm gonna leave their link down in the description. You guys can do affiliate marketing through that as well. Sign people up. They have 100% commission, and then residual and stuff. So you guys can do that, make your money back, do whatever you wanna do. That's another income stream. I can make videos breaking down how I've done it for companies very similar to this, as well as for specific products, whether that's courses, other services and whatnot. Because affiliate marketing is still one of my large income streams. I know you guys see the income board right up there. But let me know what kind of videos you guys want to make. If you want me to dive more in depth on this stuff, how I'm using Instagram for affiliate marketing, I actually have a cool video idea on how I make 6 figures selling in the DM. I know that might be beneficial to a lot of you. There's a lot of different content I want to keep putting out on this channel every single day. So with that being said, if you guys haven't already, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'd appreciate it if you made sure, 100% sure, because you guys don't want to not be a part of this. Be a part of the family, hit that nice looking subscribe button down below. Drop a like on the video if you got any value at all. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.